my country people. And una dey also now gonna the reason say which kind of topic we keep bring on top the show today. Well, the topic now be, is it possible to get married or to date your ex? Is it possible to get married or to date your ex? My country people. Well, this matter, I know say plenty question don't do on our mind, but muna chill. Some individual will say that, are you saying I should go back to that guy that is always beating me? Well, it is very possible, and God can never tell you to go back to a toxic relationship. It is never possible. But what I want us to know is that it can only be the doing of the Lord. Now I've left the aspect of going back to a toxic relationship, which I said that it is never possible and God cannot lead you back. So don't bother praying about it. Do you understand now? So what I want us to know is that it can only be the doing of the Lord. Yes, it can only be the doing of the Lord, not you orchestrating it. Now, I'm in the other hand. When God has said it, and it will definitely is going to work out at ease, without you pushing, without you striking anything. Remember, God is not an author of confusion, so you shouldn't strike or you shouldn't push or confuse yourself by going back, all because you still love that person. No, we should not be led by our feelings. Our feelings should not lead us to do something sometimes, because that's why most people say that you don't have to make drastic decisions probably when you are angry or when you are not stable financially or mental wise, emotional wise. You should not make drastic decisions, because those decisions might not actually be of help to you. So you just have to calm down and think through what to do. So now, God is not of confusion but of peace. So let's just be at peace, and if it would work, then definitely God is going to make it happen at ease. Well, most people always say that, but I've heard most married couples, they would say that they separated for a while, maybe 3 years, and it didn't work out at first, but now we ended up together. Yes, I've also heard something like that. Ever since I've been growing up, I've heard a lot of people say that when we're dating, something happened and we had to separate for about 3 years. Well, those 3 years we're not talking. We just something just happened that we just separated. But along the line, we got to start coming back, start getting connected together again, and it just happened just like that. That is what they are going to tell you. So in that case, is a different case. Not you going back to a toxic relationship, not you going back to something that hurt you, or probably it cheated on you and you're going back. No, that is not what I'm saying. Now, this one just happened, probably irreconcilable differences might happen, and God might just want to work on both of you. And that God said that this is your partner. That is what I want us to know. That when God said that this is your partner, it doesn't give you the guarantee that if both parties are not making it work, it won't. He said, can two work together except they agree? So even if God is leading you to a guy or a lady, that this is your future wife, this is your future husband, so you guys can date, there is an assurance that if one person is not making it work, definitely it's going to crash. So that is a place of God giving us our own choices to choose. Do we understand now? So this is why we need to be more familiar with the voice of God. This is why we should be more familiar with the things of God. We should be more discerning in the spirit, and to know that if it is God that is truly speaking to me, or is it my feelings that is leading me. So that is why we need to know how God speak to you on all of this. Most people, they go to God whenever they are about to get married, which is very wrong, because you might hear wrongly, because you are not familiar with the things of the spiritual things. You are not familiar with his voice, so you might hear wrongly. You understand? So remember, in the case of coming back together, it might be as a result of irreconcilable differences, as I've said earlier, and whereby God just want to work on both of you. Yes, but don't strike. Remember not to strike. Remember not to push anything. Remember not to let your feelings lead you. Remember not to let your feeling lead you. And I'm saying this because most people get this information wrongly, but I don't want you to get it wrongly. Don't think about it. don't think about going back. Even if you guys have irreconcilable differences and you are feeling like you still like this person, don't let your feeling push you. If it's to happen, it will happen. If it will happen, it will happen. Don't be the orchestrator of that relationship again. If it will happen, it will happen, but not immediately. Not you going to maybe text him saying, I still love you, can we just make things work? No, that means you're trying to make it work yourself. But if it's gonna work, it will just come at ease and you'll be like, what's happening? Also be very, very sure and know how God speaks to you. And aside that, God speaking to you is going to send people. You see, people will start telling you, people will start at the long run, you'll be like, okay, I think he's a changed person now. That is after some years. So please and please, you guys should not get this information wrongly. I'm not leading you guys back to your ex, which is impossible, because some people have been like, I can kill my ex if I see my ex. Well, that's not the angle I'm speaking from. I'm only speaking from the fact that somebody said that, I've seen people that were dating and something happened and they had to separate for some while and now they are happily married. This is why I brought up the topic, for to clear up the air and all of that, but not you going back to your ex. Please and please, let's get it right, and let's get it right with God. Thank you very much. Thank you for listening. I hope to see you guys, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more videos. See you. Stay tuned.